Many people today are aware of being conscious or awake, or as some people call it, being woke. There's a reason that everybody was awakened, and it was because of the transition and the creation of this message and the effect that it had on the world. It woke up quite a few people. 2010, 2011, 2012, New Beginning. There's prophecy that testifies to the things that we're revealing here. But it did have a profound effect, and we see that in the ever-growing spiritual community. There are a lot of people who are claiming spirituality or being spiritual, and they're recognizing being woke. Now, the thing about recognizing, something like consciousness, or that there is something greater going on in this world, is understanding that we are all spiritual beings having a material experience within life right now, and that there is something greater, and we're seeking to have our questions answered in terms of who we are, what we're doing here, what's it all about, life after death, afterlife, energy, spirituality, right? The things that encompass that entire understanding. There have been religions and religious movements who have tried to explain what it is the spiritual aspect of life really is. For the people who are claiming consciousness and being woke and spiritual and things of that nature, they have a lot of trouble with the religious aspect of being alive here in this world, having some semblance of what we're doing here, trying to make things better, right? To an extent, I think we all are, but having an ill will towards religion because of the religiosity of those poor examples that many of us have seen throughout our lifetimes. Not to put religion down, I believe in true religion, and that it serves a purpose, and that we're really all supposed to be living in a very godly way. But for the religious and the spiritual people to have a better understanding of one another, understand that both are absolutely necessary. Again, we're all spiritual people having material experiences here, whether you call yourself a religious person or a spiritual person. Now, those who are claiming only their spirituality and being woke, there's trouble with not having a good spiritual foundation like God's word and the understanding of principalities that govern this world, is that being conscious and being woke can still be a very worldly person and still miss the entire point of what we're all doing here. I see a lot of poor examples, not only from those who are claiming one thing and doing another, who have religion, that religiosity experience, right? That thing that turns people away from God. But I also see that in the spiritual community by all these people who are claiming they're woke, but have no understanding of righteousness and living in a way that is ultimately pleasing to God. So therein lies another reason for having a good spiritual foundation, and not only claiming that spiritual side of ourselves, but really learning how to stand upright and live in a spiritual way that is ultimately allowing for the best possible life.